I decided I would share my excitement with all of you because I was completely blown out of the water when I realized the extent of how far my books are being read and being listened to. Well, Finding Bonnie is being listened to, but the other ones are being read, and The Soul Keepers has a trailer that I made that is they're being watched. So they're being listened to on Spotify, they're being watched on YouTube, and it's insane to me. I didn't know that I really expected that to happen, but it is. And so thank you so much for listening, for supporting me out there. It's awesome. What really got me today is got home from work, made my son dinner, cleaned up the house a little bit, and I checked the statistics. YouTube and Spotify have analytics, and so they can tell you who's watching, how much are they watching, which episodes do they like, things like that. So you kind of know what people are enjoying out there. And I could not I didn't know what to think. I have members in the audience, I guess I'll call them, because that's what YouTube and Spotify calls them. But they're not just in the United States anymore. They're in the UK. They're in Germany, which to me, I mean, that's where a lot of my ancestors come from. So that was actually pretty cool. All of it is cool, but wow. So the US, Germany, the UK, Canada, like, wow. Spain, Russia. Russia was a little odd. I will say that. Not a knock against Russia, but still a little bit odd that the message has gotten all the way out to there. Hopefully my hedgehog here isn't, disturbing you, disrupting you. What's the word for it? I'm blanking. But anyway, who cares about the hedgehog other than the hedgehog, maybe? So the fact that it has reached all these places around the world makes me just so thankful and super excited because I really enjoy writing, and I know that it started out with the memoir, and that has a clear message for sure. But the other books, The Soul Keepers, Abigail, Who We Were. There's a message in each of those, and I really think that it's a message that's worth listening to and that maybe could help people that are, just I don't know, looking for certain answers. I've been in this world for 47 years, and I have a couple answers, not all of them, but I do have a couple. So thank you for all of the support. I don't even know how to express my gratitude, really. The hedgehog might know. I'll have to talk to him later. If you're a numbers person and you're wondering like how many people are watching and listening, well, 992 people have viewed they call it viewing, but it's really more like listening. I'm going to say listening because I like that better. So they've listened to my podcasts, all the various ones that are on there. There's several on Spotify. And then on YouTube, there have been 773 views. So that's a lot to me. I don't know, I was a little shocked. I can't think of the word, but so there's your numbers, 992 and 773. And it did make me feel kind of good inside to see, and I'm not a feminist. I'm not. I just, as a woman, uh a lot of my messages probably pertain more to, I don't know. Maybe they don't, but either way, more women seem to be viewing than men. But I mean, maybe the men just don't know about it. So go ahead and tell your men. Maybe they would like the messages in there, or the books. If you're a reader, these books are available on Amazon. They're available worldwide through Amazon. Again, like I said before, the podcasts are available on Spotify. Spotify, and the podcasts that I turned into YouTube videos are on YouTube. And there's also trailers that I made that are available at both locations. So give it a look, give it a listen, give it a read. You can go on to Amazon, look for Jeanette Huffman, and you'll find all of my books there. I have them in Kindle as well. So if you're not like a paper reader kind of person, then you can read the electronic version. There is the first book that was written, the memoir, that is Finding Bonnie. After that, I wrote Abigail. That's a fictional kind of horror, paranormal suspense book. Then after that, it was The Soul Keepers. That one came to me in a dream. And it's also fictional, but it's historic fiction. I love history, but I'm all over the place. Weird. When you're reading the books, you can kind of grasp that fact about me, I'm sure. Anyway, The Soul Keepers is historical fiction, more of a paranormal type thing. And then the book Who We Were, I wrote that love story for my mother. So that's the first love story that I've ever written. It was a lot of fun, but that was the hardest one for me to write. The scary stuff just kind of comes out of my head, which I don't know if that's good or bad, but either way, again, I thank you. I really do appreciate all the love that I've been getting, all of the support. Um, it's overwhelming sometimes to realize that people are really, supporting me this much. So thank you for that. And if you do like what I'm putting out there into the world, then please like, follow, subscribe, comment. Comments are great because then other people can see what you like about it, and then also I like to know, just for my own sake, really. It helps me to understand my readers more. Not that that's really going to change the content of anything that I'm writing, but it's good to know who's out there reading. And some people have really good inputs. I had some comments that were given to me in person, and they were really good. They were saying that it would be better if I put within the book, in front of all the chapters, where this took place and the time frame, because I do bounce around. It's just kind of, obviously, if you can't see that I do that, then I don't know what else to tell you. But so I made those changes, and I really think that um it definitely was beneficial to the book and to the people that would be reading it. But so yes, the comments are very helpful, and I read them. I read all of them. Good, bad, ugly. There's a kernel of truth in every single thing. Comment if you have questions, if you want to know something about what's in some of the books, or what I might put in the book, then ask those questions. You can ask them on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, wherever you can find me. I'm on all those places. On the Spotify podcast, on YouTube, you can ask them there in the comments. You can send me a message. I will answer every single one of them. I have been, and I appreciate them all. One last thing, if you do get a book, whether it's Kindle, whether it's just you're listening to Finding Bonnie, which is free on Spotify and YouTube. If you buy a book, I would absolutely love it. I'm working on a project, and I am taking in all of the photos of everybody holding their books. If you don't like showing your face, I've already said before in a TikTok and an Instagram post, you can hold the book over your face like this. If you don't want your face in it at all, I've got dogs and cats. I put the books with dogs and cats. Be creative. Dude, I like funny. I love funny. So I'll be keeping my eye out for all of those things. And I wish all of you an absolutely wonderful day, a wonderful night, wherever you are in the world. I've been to so many places that to feel the love coming in from those places is just, it's truly amazing. So thank you again, and don't forget to like, follow, subscribe, put your comments in there, and I'll keep doing what I'm doing.